your host, The Film Doctor. We are here reviewing some of the best films ever. Without further ado, let's jump right into our movie review. Matilda, the musical. You know what? I'm gonna keep this shit short. This is gonna be the shortest fucking filmatic that you'd have ever witnessed. I'm not even gonna do the cuts for all the music. I'm just gonna put it all together. Okay? Let's just stick it all together. Let's say what it is. I personally don't like musicals. Now, if there's anybody out there that loves musicals, well, let's be honest. Was this even a good musical? Because when I compare it to some of the greats in terms of musicals, because I don't like musicals, but I've seen some good ones, like Greatest Showman was phenomenal. Was this the caliber of Greatest Showman? No, not even good, not even close to it. You took a classic film like Matilda, and instead of recreating it, which I started to think about, I said, well, if they would have recreated it, would it still have been good? Unless you made it different and entertaining. I mean, they kept to the same storyline, the same things that happened. I really don't know. Or should you have just left Matilda? There are films where you did a remake and it came out somewhat better than we thought. Now, a good example would probably be Aladdin. We thought Aladdin was gonna suck with Will Smith, but Aladdin ended up being pretty good. He actually did a good role as playing the genie. No one's taken from Robin Williams, but it was okay. This movie, I mean, the only positive I can say about this movie is I did like the acting when it led to the actor playing Matilda's father and Miss Trenchbull. Now, for us to have one of the Warrior King generals up in there playing Miss Honey, I'm like, who the fuck is... And there's so much that I would love to talk about in terms of why this movie was not good compared to the original. If we're just comparing it to the original, even if we put it as a standalone, let's say that Matilda, the original Matilda, never existed. It was still bad. This was still bad. If you really did like it, I would love to hear from you in the comments. I would love to hear your insight, your thoughts. Since Filmatic has been back, we are getting a lot of views. Maybe not on Till. Maybe we don't have a lot of black African-American viewers, and that's fine. You better get used to it, though, if you like black African-Americans, because guess what? Miss Honey is a black African-American. Blown the fuck, mind blown, just boom, done. I'm done. The girl that played Matilda, there's nothing special I want to say with her. The music, the songs, nothing was there was one song that was like, oh, okay, I dig this, but still, it just wasn't entertaining. It wasn't what we all know. It wasn't close to what we all know. This is what I see, and I guess it's a little different when I use this comparison, but you have Batman. How many different Batman movies have there been? How many Spider-Man movies has there been? You're telling the same story on he got bit by a fucking spider, he became Spider-Man, and he started fighting fucking crime, okay? Excuse all my F-bombs. A little upset here because Matilda is one of my favorite movies. I'm a little passionate about this. So take that into consideration as an example, and we have shitty ass Tobey Maguire, which some people did like that version of Spider-Man. We have Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, getting better. To me, Tom Holland's the best. Batman's Val Kilmer. Come on now, for real? Are we even putting that inside of the Val Kilmer? George Clooney. But then you have some that did a little bit better. I personally like Ben Affleck. It's the same story. His parents were killed. He became Batman. He started fighting fucking crime. Okay? It's the same story. Matilda is the same thing. So to me, you can still have that original and recreate it and it be good. If it was vice versa, and this newer one that just came out, the musical, came out before the original that is amazing. I've been like, man, they really turned that movie the fuck around, because that was shit. That was a shitty musical, and they made it a really good movie. I had to take a break. I really should have brought water. I have so much to say about this. The cinematography It was alright. I like the bright, vibrant colors. It almost reminded me of you had this new movie coming out called Barbie. Let's not even get started on that. I'm gonna see it. I'm sure it's gonna be under review, and I'm sure it's gonna be the same as Matilda the musical. I'll be surprised if it's not. Anyway, it had those bright, vibrant colors, kind of similar to what I saw inside of the trailer for Barbie. And I kind of like that about it. You know, they had this older school. I don't know if this was like the 60s, 70s, where Matilda was kind of taking place. Definitely not. Maybe it was the 50s, having this Miss Honey as a slave inside of this goddamn film. Too soon? Too soon? I don't give a fuck. It was just weird. It was weird. It was out of nowhere. Anyway, so I did like that. Overall rating, you know. You know, I hate to put it down inside of the D realm because I'm such a fan of the original Matilda, but I'm not grading the original Matilda. I'm grading Matilda, the fucking musical. And so therefore, I don't even see it as being average. I'm gonna put it up there at some point and say D+. And that's being generous, I think, because I don't want to do a disservice to the original Matilda, okay? There's just something about that, something about this movie, something about everything that made me just look at it and say, "Oh, killing me with this. I can't help. That's all I have for you guys today. I'm not even going to say anymore. I'm the Film Doctor. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell. Do all that jazz. Set up a little bit of smoke signals. Add a little note to a pixel like send it on the way. I don't even care. And thank you once again. And join us next time on another exciting episode of, which hopefully will not be Filmatic, the musical. Join us on another exciting episode of Filmatic. This shit crazy. This shit crazy as hell, ain't it? Just killing me with this. I can't help.